Just wanted to do a brief check-in, post-op check-in. It's actually been 6 days since surgery day, and I've spent the last 5 days recuperating at home. And I didn't check in before now because there's really nothing to talk about or report. Everything was really easy this time, which is in contrast to the first 2 times. The second go around with expanders being placed is easier, I think, because the first time was more mental than physical. It did hurt. It hurt, but the fear, I think, the not knowing made it that much worse. So this time through, I know what I'm doing. I know what to expect. There were no drains. I knew exactly how to take care of myself and ask for help after and what my limitations are. So I'm abiding by those, and I'm back at work today, and I feel just fine. So that is my post-op check-in. I will give this another go in about a week. Hello. My God. So, okay, so you recall my last video, I talked about the new expanders that my doctor was putting in. They're the Suture tab expanders. And if you just Google them, you'll see like they're the shape of them. They're like the main expander and then the little tabs that come out from them. And there's a couple of different styles, but I think I have the one where it's just like the 4 rounded bits that are like the tabs that are sutured in. I think I have popped my expander out of place. I've undone one of the tabs somehow. I don't know how. I'm not doing anything strenuous. I had a really stressful day 2 days ago, and by the end of that day I was hurting. On the inside of my right boob was hurting, and I went to feel it, and it felt like a cancer lump. Like it just I know it's not, but it's because like I can feel it and then feel the expander by it. So dudes, why can I not catch a break with these fucking things? Excuse my language. I just, ugh. So I have an expansion appointment on Tuesday, or in 2 days. And it's tender when I touch it, but like part of me does not want to tell him, because things were going really well and there were no problems and the pain was not an issue, no breathing episodes, nothing, everything's fine, and now this. And I just don't want the trouble. What does this mean? Do I have to go back in like for another surgery? Does he have to like open me up so that he can like replace the tab and suture it back in? Or maybe it's like a dislocated shoulder and he can just kind of manhandle it through the skin and force it back into place. I don't know. I really don't know what this means. And to be honest, I don't even know if it is the tab. Like maybe it's just the way that the expander is like folded right now and there's only so much stuff in there that it's just like kind of weird, but it feels pretty tabby. I don't know. Morning. I'm at Dr. Ray's office and I'm about to see Laura, the physician's assistant who usually does my expansions, and I have alerted the nurse's assistant that I need to talk to Laura before she actually does the expansion about the possible tab or ridge that I feel kind of coming out of its pocket, and see what that means for me. because I really don't know. Here's hoping that we can just continue with expansions and move on, and there's no more surgeries, additional surgeries I have to do, and I hope that this doesn't hinder our progress. Okay, so there is nothing wrong with my expander. I did not dislocate it or pop out anything or dislodge the tab or anything like that. And it's ridiculous, and I'm ridiculous, and I'm paranoid. My expander is just the shape of the expander, and there's corners and edges to it, and it's fine. And I'm actually really happy. I'm being sarcastic right now, but I was incredibly relieved. Laura came in and felt around and took a look at it, and she's like, yeah, those are just the corners of the expander. I'm like, oh, okay. So, yeah, I'm happy, and so I'm just gonna go to work now and have a really good day.
Good morning. It's early in the morning. I am going in to see Laura at Dr. Ray's office for an expansion, and I realized this morning that I'm coming to the end of expansions round 2. This should be my second to last appointment with her, and I was trying to figure out in my mind, like, how much do I need to ask her to put in today so that I only have one more appointment next week and still get the size that I'm aiming for here at the end. So I was thinking if max capacity, or the capacity of the expanders, you can go a little bit over. So the capacity is 450. I could try to push for 500. Them some pretty big bazoongas, bongo drums. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna ask her, Laura, who's so cool, she's been so cool through this whole thing. I'm gonna ask her this morning what she thinks. Yeah, as far as how much to put in today and how much to put in a week to be done and to be happy with the final result. Also, just wanted to kind of get a little corny a little bit. I don't know, campy. I was driving around West Hollywood this morning to get to, Dr. Ray's office, and just looking around me and realizing how cool this city is and how exciting it can be, and really feeling like I'm getting back to what made this so exciting in the first place. I just feel like I'm closer to me, back to me, since this whole thing started almost a year ago. I haven't felt this normal and happy in a while, and I guess I was just, grateful and in awe. Hey everyone, I wanted to wrap up the video, and I wanted to end on a really sweet note. Recently, I have been getting messages and comments on my videos that I'm reaching people, and the videos are helping them get through their own experiences. And it's a strange and wonderful feeling to realize that my experience is helping people through their experience, that they feel, deeply about it or enough about it to reach out to me and thank me or ask me how I'm doing. I just can't tell you how honored I feel. I appreciate the comments, and I appreciate the new subscribers. Thank you. I hope you like acting stuff and clips and demo reels, because this journey of mine with the BRCA2 and the cancer, it's not going to go on forever. I was doing these videos just maybe as a way to come to terms with it myself, and I just had no idea how many I would actually be doing and how long this process would take. But I do see an end to it around the corner shortly, in just a few more months, and then, you know, I've got to move on and go back to my real life. And in my real life, believe it or not, you know, no makeup or anything today, I am an actor, and it's like night and day what my life went from to what it became when I was diagnosed. For a time afterwards, I was sure I was never going to go back to acting, because this had become front and center. Recovering and reconstructing had become priority, and that was all that mattered to me. And then it came back, my acting bug, or whatever you want to call it, thankfully, because I got my degree in it. I've devoted the last almost 20 years of my life to it. And so it's part of me, and it's part of my identity. And I don't know what I would do without it, I guess. Anyway, so you got that to look forward to, some acting clips and updating my demo reels if you want to stick around. If not, I totally understand. You know, we met under different circumstances. Anyway, the note that I really wanted to end on was just thanking you all. Thank you all for watching, and in that way being with me on this journey, and subscribing. And thank you all. Thank you to those who commented and just really made contact with me, reached out to me. Again, I'm just so honored. Yeah, that's just it. I thank you all, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.